Okay, this is ICS321, and today and this time I'm going to show you how to do quiz 14. You should have watched the quiz 13 video, and in this case we're asked to do a little bit more. So let me switch over to my screen here. This one, and so here we are. And okay, so quiz 14 is under assignments. You have to go to assignments. And we see quiz 14 and quiz 16 are the same. Let's go to quiz 14. And the assignment's the same table as quiz 13. You recognize this. And the question is decompose the rel bar into a set of bsane f rel bars and submit them below. And be sure you underline the primary key. So I've got the first one here. Let me show you how I did that. I'm going to delete this whole thing here just to make it easier so you can see everything. Save draft. Okay, so here we are, and I haven't submitted anything. So let's see how we do this. So I'm going to first of all log into my server, and let me go my cPanel here. And I'm going to log in. And the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go to MySQL databases. And I'm going to create a new database, and I think I'm going to call it, I don't know, quiz 14, quiz 1314. That's a good name for it. That's what I had before. And so I go back. And now I see that I've got a quiz 1314 here. And let me go back to home and open up phpMyAdmin. And so here I am, and quiz 1314 is right here. Okay, and it's got no tables. So so let me go back to the assignment. And first of all, I want I'm going to use MySQL to generate these tables. There's 3 of them, as you know. And so I want to show you how to do that, and then we'll copy them down here, and then that'll be the answer, and then you submit this for your answer. So I'm gonna copy this table here. I'm gonna use the Control C to copy that, and then I'm gonna open up edit. No, let me open up this Notepad++ here. I've opened up Notepad++, and I'm going to paste. See what this happens. Paste this. Okay, so here we are. We pasted in a nice tab delimited spreadsheet. See, so it's got tabs here. These are tabs, and it's in a spreadsheet form. This is fine. I'm going to save this. Save as. And I'm going to put it on my desktop, and I'm going to call it quiz 14. I'm going to say tab dot, and I'm going to give it a CSV extension, and that'll make it easier for MySQL. When I import this into a MySQL table, it'll make it easier to recognize. It's not comma separated; it's actually tab separated, but that's okay. We'll use .csv. Save this. And so now we should see that it's on the desktop right here. If I open this back up in Notepad, we see it looks just like that. Same thing. All right, so let me go over to my phpMyAdmin, and I'm in database quiz 1314, and I'm going to import this. So I'm going to click import, and I'm going to browse for the table. Here it is on the desktop. Grab that out, and I'm going to scroll down here, and the columns are not separated by columns; they're separated by tabs. So I'm going to replace the comma with a \T for tab, And then I also want to make sure I check this checkbox here. The first line of the file contains table column names. Make sure you do that, because otherwise your column names are going to end up as data, and then that'll mess everything up. So I click Go, and it's inserted in there. And so over here I can click on Table 1, and here's my table. Looks good. Looks just like it did here. All right. So now I have to, I'm going to use projections to decompose this into my 3 rel bars. And so all I have to know is what the field names are for each rel bar. So let's do that. I'm going to just click Edit Line here, and the first one I'm going to project out the suppliers table. So that's going to be you have to say distinct, because you want to make sure that you don't get duplicate rows, distinct rows, and it's going to be SNO and SName and SStatus and SCity. Okay, so that's good. Go, and here we are. And so I think I can probably just copy this, like copy that table. And I'm going to do Control-C. You got to do Control-C for this. You got to use the keyboard. And then what happens if I go over here and I just go down here? Let me. I'm going to put some nice separators here. So I can get at the bottom of things, and I'm going to make this a little bit bigger. And so right here, I'm going to try to paste. See what happens when I do Control-V. There we go. Here's my first one. That looks pretty good. That would be my suppliers. Is this, and right here I'm going to put my SP table, and I think right here I'll put my parts table. So let me grab out my SP table. Let me just edit this, and that's going to be distinct SNO, PNO, and SQ, SP, this one, SPQTY. All right, and so that's going to be my SP table. Let me click Go, and this is what it looks like. So let me just copy this out, drag, and do Control-C to copy. And let me go back over to here, and let me put right there, and I'm going to do Control-V. There we go. And that's going to be my SP table. Space there, it's fine. Whatever, looks good. Okay. You want to make sure, I'm going to make sure I indicate what the primary key is. So I'm going to underline SNO, and I'm going to underline SNO, oops, underline SNO and PNO. And this should not be underlined. So let me just do the parts table, and then I'm going to have to take a look at it again to make sure I get it right. This one is going to be, I'm going to go back to the table here and make sure I get all the column names right. This one's going to be distinct. Let's put this, my fingers in my place. Distinct, PNO, PName, PColor, PWeight, PCity, and S, and that's it. Go. And this looks like our parts table. Let me copy this out, drag, make sure I got them all, Control-C, and let me go over to here and put Control-V, and I want to make sure, let me do PNO, and that's going to be the key. So let me underline that, hope this works. And let me just take a peek at this, see what the preview looks like. And ooh, that doesn't look good. That's underlining everything. We don't want to underline everything. So let me instead, you can do this instead. Let's go back to edit. And why don't you put space this out a little bit, space this, and why don't you say SN key primary key equals SNO. And over here, let's put some spaces here, and you can say primary key equals SNO, comma PNO. And here, down here, you can let you put some spaces in here just to make it look a little better. You might be able to find a better way to do this. You can put primary key equals PNO. You could possibly have, let me copy this, again, Control C, and if you bring up a spreadsheet, and you paste this, matching destination, looks just like that, and copy this, copy, and go back over here, and what happens if we do Control V? There we go. Oops, did I do it twice? Did it twice. That looks a little better. I can let me double click on that. Ooh, how did I paste this? Let me delete this. Let me try to paste this again. Control V. And am I able to underline this? I am. Let me see what this looks like as a draft. Yeah, this might have been a better way to do it. Maybe. Anyway, so this is the important thing, that you identify the let me save this. Let me save the draft. And if we go back to the quiz assignment itself, it says submit below. Be sure you underline the primary keys. I'm going to change the wording on that. I'm going to say make sure you identify the primary keys. Okay, so anyway, this is, we can submit this. And this is the assignment here. And so we've got the tables, and for the 3 tables, and that's how you do assignment or quiz 14. Quiz 16 is the same thing, except for it's got a different rel var. And same with quiz 15 is also got a different rel var. It's the same rel var. Okay, so I hope that helps. And we'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.